Hey everyone, my name is Gamer Corey and welcome back to another Red Dead Online video. Now in today's video we are going to be going over three separate things. The first one being where you guys can go ahead and find Madame Nazar for today, or Madame Nazar's location. The second thing that we're actually going to go over is all of the different collection sets and their current cycles. And then last but not least, we're going to go over all of the daily challenges in extensive detail so that you guys can earn as much gold as possible here in Red Dead Online. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started and show you guys where you can go ahead and find Madame Nazar today. And she is located out west again, so let's make our way out there at Manteca Falls. So your quickest fast travel location will actually be at McFarland's Ranch. So make your just way a little bit east and you should be able to find her no problem. Just a little bit south of Thieves' Landing. But if this is the only thing that you guys came here for today, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. A thumbs up does mean a lot to me. It shows your support to the video and the channel. And honestly, if it helped you out, it could probably help out somebody else, because the YouTube could recommend this to somebody else because you guys left a like on this video. Definitely would appreciate it if you guys would just smack that like button. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next thing. But before we actually do that, I just want to talk a little bit about live streaming. I do live stream every Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Those times are going to be listed on my website, which is gamercorey.com. So definitely check that out. They are the most accurate and up-to-date times that I do go live on those days. I do live stream every once in a while on other days as well. And the best way to get notified by that is to be subscribed with all bell notifications turned on. Honestly, you guys, the other thing that I want to mention just real quickly is 80% of you guys that watch my videos each and every single day haven't clicked that subscribe button. What are you waiting for? You guys keep coming back. Hit that subscribe button. I'm waiting. Waiting. Have you done it yet? Still waiting. It takes like 5 seconds. You could have done it already by now. But honestly, it would really support me if you guys would just hit that subscribe button. It does mean a lot to me if you guys would do that. I do have memberships as well on the channel, so definitely feel free to check those out if you want to support me further as a creator of Red Dead or any of the other games that I do play here on YouTube. All right, let's move on to the next thing. Let's talk a little bit about the different cycles and there's the sets and the cycle sets for today. Now, just keep in mind that they do change every day at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're watching this video after that, then it might be a little bit different. So you're going to have to wait until Madame Nazar changes, because that's when I actually update it. However, the coins and the lost jewelry are my two favorite ones to go after, just because, well, you can make the most amount of money in the shortest amount of time possible. You can make $540 per hour on those 5 sets, which is pretty amazing. And it takes about 3 to 3.5 hours to get all those completed. Now, coins and lost jewelry do require the field shovel and also the metal detector. So you'll have to be a little bit higher of a collector, but it does not take very long. Coins are going to be a part of cycle number 2 for today. And then the lost jewelry will be a part of cycle number 4 for today. The other ones that will use the metal detector or the field shovel are going to be the arrowheads and the family heirlooms. So arrowheads are going to be a part of cycle number 1 for today. And then the family heirlooms will be a part of cycle number 6. The last sets I'm about to go over, and there's 4 of them. You don't even have to be a collector at all. So if you're a low rank collector, not even a collector at all, just keep in mind that you can't sell any of these until you actually become a collector. So just be aware of that. However, they're pretty easy to get. So we got American Wildflowers at cycle number 6. We have tarot cards at cycle number 6. We have antique alcohol bottles at cycle number 6. A little bit of a pattern going on here, but the last one's different, and that's going to be bird eggs at cycle number 4. So hopefully that information does help you guys, so you guys can make a ton of money here in Red Dead. And with those sets, you can actually earn over $4,000 each and every single day by just doing those collections and selling them off to Madame Nazar. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next thing, and that is going to be the daily challenges. So we're just going to pull off to the side of the road over here, and we're going to quickly just go over the list for you guys, just in case that's the only thing that you really came here is just for the list of the daily challenges. So we got 5 black currant pick, 2 heron skinned, 1 horse appearance updated, horse fed 5 times, place top 3 in a showdown, player kills with the repeater in showdown 3 times of that, 3 posse races completed, and that's it for the daily general challenges. And then we have 4827 distant Moonshine Wagon traveled on a mission, $200 money made from Moonshine sold, and then Moonshine of preferred type sold to a buyer. 20 carcasses donated within a 10-minute period. 6 perfect carcasses donated to crypts. 2 resupply missions completed. 2 collectibles found with a metal detector. 3 collectibles looted from non-player enemies. 3 collector maps used. 2 tracking or bounties tagged with tracking arrows. 2 bounty targets taken down with bolas. And then last but not least, out of all the daily challenges, we have 3 more than 1 bounty brought in at once. Alright, so let's go and talk just a little bit about the daily challenges. Number 1, you can actually earn 11 gold bars each and every single day from completing the daily challenges, which is pretty outstanding. And anytime that you do anything that's PvP, so horse racing, free roam events, showdown, bounty hunting is not PvP, but you get additional gold from that. And some of the stranger missions, you can earn additional gold each and every single day on top of that. So if in theory you actually did all of the daily challenges, you probably can generate anywhere between 12 and 13 gold bars every single day, which is a lot. I mean, that's more than half of a new role, and then you can actually get that every single day if you beat 2 requirements. The first requirement is to make sure that you guys have completed a daily challenge streak of at least 21 days in a row of at least 1 daily challenge. It does not matter which of the 19 that you choose. Just choose 1. Any one will do. And then for that, and then the next thing that you actually have to do is purchase all 4 of the roles that are currently available, and then be at least a rank 10 in each of those roles, and that will give you access to the total of the 19 daily challenges. Now you can earn 5 gold bars from the daily general challenges and 6 gold bars from the daily role challenges. There's 12 daily role challenges and only 7 daily general challenges. So it's definitely better to go after the general challenges if you guys want to earn gold the fastest, because if you get all 7 completed, you get up to 1.5 additional gold bars for completing that entire set for the day. Outstanding. All right, let's go ahead and move on. There's always a couple that are super easy. We've already gone over the list, so we're just going to go over these just real quick. The first one that we're actually going to go over is the black current picked. Now, this is all going to be out west, and for the most part, you can pretty much find it west of, if you draw a line like right here, pretty much right where the train tracks are at, and go west across the map, this is where you're pretty much only going to find black currant. Now, I specifically go up to up by Rosskeller Fort up here, and there's actually a few different locations that you guys can actually go ahead and pick some up here, and they're all like right here. There's one right about here. There's one right about here or so, and then there's another one just a little bit further down the way. You can also find some up on this ridge right here, and then a couple over by like this border over here. So I just gave you 6 different locations right there, but if that's not good enough, you guys, and you guys want some, you know, maybe down by like closer to Tumbleweed, if you come down to like this area right in here, like this general location, this is where you're going to find quite a few of them. First of all, you're going to find one right about here, a little bit south of the W. We're going to have another one right about here. You're going to have another one here, another one about here, and another one right about here. Now, these aren't exact locations, but they should get you pretty darn close. So I gave you 6 locations in each spot. So pick your poison and pick your choice of which one you guys want to go to for today to get your black currants picked. All right, so we have 2 heron skin. Now, the best place to find herons is actually going to be in Lemoyne County. Specifically, you got Blue Water Marsh and also NWA area. So you can find some over here as like pretty much anywhere in the bayou and anywhere like in Blue Water Marsh. So I specifically like to go right to this area. This is where I find a lot of my herons, to be completely honest. However, you guys can find some great blue herons actually down here south of Braithwaite, usually flying overhead a few different times during the day. So any one of those 3 locations that I just pointed out will just be fine for your heron skin, and they're probably the more common of the Lemoyne birds. We have to update our horse appearance, so just go to any of the stables and update appearance. It will cost you a little bit of money to do that, so you can update your tail or your mane. It doesn't really matter. We have to feed your horse 5 times. Right now, we're getting free items for the horse, so you might as well stock up on that. And you can use whatever you want for that. You can use the carrots, and then just basically repurchase them, and then restock, and then reuse them, and make sure that you have your inventory filled, and that you actually have enough ordered through the catalog. At least that's what I would do. And then place top 3 in a showdown, so you're going to have to play showdown quite a few times. It doesn't matter which of the showdowns that you do. as long as you place in the top 3. So if you're not very good at PvP, the more times that you play this, you're going to get 0.16 gold bars for participating in it. And then we have 3-player kills with a repeater and showdown. So if you're doing these together, these could technically be done together, but just use your repeater. So you're looking at obviously the Carbine, Lancaster, Evans, whatever. And then last but not least for the daily general challenges, we have 3 posse races completed. You're going to have to do this with somebody else in your posse. And then you do have to wait a little bit of time between each of these, but you don't have to go very far. All you do have to is mark a waypoint on your map, and then basically start a posse race and then race to that destination. Just don't make it all the way across the map. It's not worth and effective of your time. So put it fairly close by and it'll tell you if it's too close or not. All right, the next ones are going to be the roll challenges, and a lot of these are actually really, really easy. We have to travel a distance of 48.27 on a Moonshine wagon while on a mission. For the most part, this is going to be 2 deliveries of Moonshine, for the most part. We have to have $200 money made. If you want to do this in just one sell, then you're going to want to go after the special flowers, so Argarita, Creek Plum, or the Caribbean Rum. That'll give you 247, but you need to have the strong Moonshine capabilities for that. And then you have to have 2 Moonshine sold to preferred type to a buyer. So basically, whoever is anybody but Bert. Bert's not going to get any love today, so sorry, Bert. Just what it is. So sell it to somebody else that's not Bert, and you can always add the flavor in a little bit later if you don't want to add it right at the beginning if the buyers do change. You can't guarantee that your specific buyer is going to want that after that time limit changes. We have 20 carcasses donated within a 10-minute period. The best way to do this is going after all the small animal carcasses, that pretty much everything that you put into your satchel, and it's going to be these ones. You have squirrels, any of the squirrels, western chipmunks, toads and bullfrogs would actually work. You have bats and rats, and then any of the birds. So crows are included by this, and you can go to Roskeller Fort, kind of where I showed the black currants, and just go a little bit north of that to Roskeller Fort. And then any of the other small birds. So it's going to be like the songbirds, waxwings, orioles, cardinals, blue jays, whatever. You can find a lot around this area, which is the Heartland Overflow area, or you can find a lot, honestly, right outside of Blackwater as well. We have to have 6 perfect carcasses donated to crypts. Does not matter which ones they are, small, medium, or large, as long as they're perfect. So only hunt anything that's 3-star related. And I just got disconnected from Rockstar. All right, guys. Well, we finally made it back after being disconnected from Rockstar. So let's remember which one we were actually on here. So as long as it's a perfect carcasses, then go ahead and shoot it. I'd probably go after the large or the medium. We have 2 resupply missions completed. There's going to be some time in between each of those resupply missions before you can actually start the next one. And then we have 2 collectibles found with a metal detector, obviously going after like the arrowheads or the coins, which aren't really a part of this. So just pick one, whatever it can be used on the metal detector would be just fine. I like the coins just because you make the most of them on money. And then we have to have 3 collectibles looted from non-player enemies. Now, the problem with this one is it's completely random. You might get somebody that might be able to loot 50 people and get all 3 of those collectibles looted from non-player enemies, and somebody else might take 500 times to loot it. It is completely random. But if you want my honest and best way of doing this, I would start a bootlegger mission through Maggie, and then go ahead and try to loot everybody, all the revenue agents, or if you guys can find gang hideouts. We have to have 3 collector maps used, so just use any of the collector maps. You're going to be just fine. And then last but not least, we have the bounty hunter rule, which is the only rule that does pay additionally in gold, which is outstanding. We have to have 2 bounty targets tagged with tracking arrows. If you guys don't have the tracking arrow pamphlet, don't purchase it unless you have enough money. If you guys are trying to save your money and purchase something else, then by all means do that, because that pamphlet's not worth it, because the only time that you're ever going to use the tracking arrows is specifically for the daily challenge. We have to have 2 bounty targets taken down with bolas. Now, this is one of my more favorite and fun activities to do. I love the bolas. Rockstar has given a ton of these things away, so hopefully you guys have gotten a lot of these for free. If you guys haven't, then they are $30 a piece, and you can only carry 3 on you at a time. So if you lose one, you're out $30, which is pretty crazy. And then the last but not least, we have more than 1 bounty target brought in at once. You have to do that 3 times. My 2 preferred methods of doing this is either bring somebody in a posse and somebody that has the same role daily challenge as you do. That way you guys can kind of help each other out. Or what I like to do if you don't want to be in a posse is bring your bounty hunting wagon and then go ahead and kill both targets, or kill one and then hog tie the other one and then call in your wagon. So that way you only have to really technically deal with one person that's alive, and you only have to do it with multiples of 2, and that's it. But anyway, that is all the daily challenges done, gone over, and complete. If you guys do have any questions regarding any of the daily challenges, by all means, leave a comment down below because I'd really like to be able to help you guys out. If you guys want to support the channel, you know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. But until next time, YouTube, you guys keep doing what you're doing because you're already doing it. And you guys, stay gaming.